Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, Airspeed Prime here, and this is going to be my next Avatar news update. It's going to involve some core news, it's going to involve some comic news and stuff like that. And yeah, there is actually a decent amount of news this week, the past few times. You may have noticed I put out a news video about the DVD announcement last week, and there is some news, which is great to see Avatar news coming back into things. But the first bit of news is just going off that Korra DVD announcement. Mike, no, I mean Brian on Tumblr posted that himself, Mike, Janet Varney, and David Faustino, voice of Korra and Mako respectively, just a few days ago were involved with a commentary recording for the DVD set, which basically confirms that the DVD set special features are going to include episode commentaries, and one of them will be Mike, Brian, Janet, and David, which most likely means it's going to be a Makora focused episode, which most likely will be 103, The Revelation, maybe The Spirit of Competition, or maybe one of the final episodes. So that's cool. We do not yet know if every episode is going to have episode commentaries or just a few, so that's going to be interesting to see. But it's just interesting to know that that is just announced anyway, that we're going to have some awesome special features on the DVD set, which is still coming soon. We do not yet know when it's coming out. Then, just some quick little bits in terms of awards for Korra. It's been nominated for two Annie Awards. As far as I'm aware, it's for best overall kind of animated TV show, Annie, and the episodes it was nominated for basically to best example of the show were the opening two-parter, Welcome to Republic City, and A Leaf in the Wind. And it was also voted for best character design, I believe, also for those two episodes, which is great. The Annies are not until February, so we're not going to find out the results until February. So hence why it's not really the biggest piece of news right now. We just know that Korra's nominated. We really hope it wins, and we'll find out in February. Other than that, like all over the internet, like especially TV.com, they're putting up loads of polls for their kind of yearly thing for best shows. Korra is up for best overall TV show for the year and also best animated TV show for the year. So if you go to TV.com and vote for Korra, that'd be great. And you can vote multiple times as well if you want. Just refresh the page and vote again. As far as I'm aware, at this stage, Korra's in third place in the animated one, behind Young Justice in second and My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic in first. So it'd be great if we could, like, the whole fandom could go together and get that up a bit higher. And then it's in about 6th or 7th place overall in the other one, behind Doctor Who, Sherlock, Young Justice, and some other stuff. Haven, I believe, Community. That's what Korra's behind overall. But that's still good, for a 12 episode show that's only just come out this year. It still has so much more to go. It's good compared to most of those other shows having established fan bases, multiple seasons. That's really good. The other piece of news, the biggest piece of news probably, is that Dark Horse Comics just recently announced that the next Avatar comic, Free Comic Book Day 2013, is going to be on May 4th, 2013, obviously. And they announced that there's going to be an Avatar comic free on Free Comic Book Day. It's going to be one of those things where it's like half and half. I don't even know what the other half of the comic is, but one half is going to be an Avatar comic, and it's going to focus on May. May dealing with her heart being broken. Obviously, you can see the cover right now. So that looks great. It's going to deal with May basically after Zuko and her breakup after The Promise Part 1. As far as I know, that's not confirmed, but from the cover that's what it looks like, which is very interesting. I'm very interested to see what May is feeling basically after all this, because we didn't see her in Part 2, didn't see her in Part 3. As far as we know, we don't know anything about her being in The Search. So this is going to be interesting to set up her involvement in The Search, if there is any, and more on the Miko relationship, which is really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to that coming out. And yep, Free Comic Book Day. For those of you who don't know how on earth you get a hold of that book come May 4th, there's a link in the description. Free Comic Books, it's the official Free Comic Book Day website. There's a store locator. Only certain comic book stores actually participate in the event. So you have to go to a store that's participating. Then once you get there, assuming they have this Avatar comic in stock, they have some copies left, you do get it for free. It's completely free, and it's up to the shop as to how many comics you can get. I'm pretty sure it's one of each individual comic per person, but sometimes they limit you to only get like about 3-4 comics, so you don't take every single one. But yeah, Avatar comic, great. Final piece of news is one that kind of the news comes from me. I emailed Nick UK back in September, basically to find out when Korra is going to air in the UK and Ireland. Obviously, I live in Ireland, so it's of interest to me, and I really wanted to know, like, when's it coming out? When's the show coming out? They emailed me back in early October to say that they don't have a release date yet, but that we'd find out soon. I then waited until basically early this month, end of last month, November, December, to email them again. I waited a few months, and then okay. I referenced the previous email. I sent them a link to an article saying that Nick basically confirmed that The Legend of Korra would air this year, and just like saying that, he said soon. When's it coming out? Everyone was really looking forward to this, and I got a really interesting response back. And it was I'm not going to read out the whole thing, but the basic gist of it was that their plan, they still don't have a release date yet, but their plan is basically they're not going to air book 1 of Korra until they know that they can air book 2 of Korra almost immediately after it. They don't want a big break between book 1 and book 2. They really want to air book 1 and 2 as a full season, basically a 26 episode season. So they, like the fandom, is waiting for the announcement of when book 2 is going to really air. So most likely we're not going to get Korra until early next year, kind of in the lead up to book 2 being aired. Which I suppose in a way will basically catch the UK up a bit with America, in that more than likely the airing of Korra Book 2 will be at more or less the same time as America, which is not confirmed, but we assume that's what's going to happen. That's interesting. And they also said that their early plans were basically to air it before the end of the year, but that changed. It was a really nice email, I suppose, to get, and that they really did answer the question. It wasn't just a coming soon. So that's the explanation on that. It is still coming. It's just they're waiting so they can air more than 12 episodes kind of in a row. So that's pretty much all the news. I really appreciate you liking this video. And definitely comment on your thoughts on all this news. The free comic book, all the other news that we have. The thoughts on DVD commentaries and stuff like that is cool. So thank you for watching, and bye.